is all the fuss? Cut it out. Quit wiggling in there. You humans don't make it easy on me, do you? Now, let me see. So you're the one that's causing all these problems for me. Well, you don't look like much of a fighter. No offense. I know. Well, it's not like I want to kidnap you. It's just, part of the job, you see. After all, I'll say Nick, he calls the shots. I'm just his, lackey, for lack of a better term. Some like to call me his partner, but, to tell the truth, he doesn't really like to share the leadership role. Poor thing. I did try and make it at least a little bit comfortable in here. I imagine it's quite, uncomfortable getting carted off in an old sack. I recently did some upgrades. Lovely and plush, isn't it, in there? I think if I was in there I could fall right asleep. Poor thing. Don't worry. I just need to transport you back to hell. After all, you must have been expecting this. You are, after all, on the naughty list. A children's tale? No, it's very much so real. Although I'm not a fan of kidnapping children. Usually I give the kids a few years to straighten themselves out before I get to any kidnapping. Yeah, well, the least I can do after kidnapping you away from your home is, help you get a little bit comfortable. Just a moment, let's see what we can do in here. Alright, just relax. I'm not going to hurt you. After all, you're nice and contained in my sack, and it wouldn't be a very good idea for you to run. In fact, that would probably be the worst thing that you could do right now. Oh, I hate it when they try to run. I'm not as young as I used to be. I haven't exactly kept up with a cardio regime. And back in my day, we didn't really know about those things. Besides, I'd be fighting a losing battle. What with all the Christmas food. It's alright, you're going to be fine. I'll just tuck you nice and safe in here. Into my nice, soft kidnapping bag. And you'll fall right asleep. You might even sleep all the way to hell. Wouldn't that be nice? Oh, really, it's not that bad. It's much nicer than out here. Warmer, at least. Don't worry. Let's get you nice and cozy. You are sweet, aren't you? Really. You are the cutest thing that I've kidnapped in a while. Poor thing. You know, if it were up to me, I wouldn't be doing this whole kidnapping business. Well, I suppose I'm not allowed to cane people and children anymore. That kind of went out of fashion in the past 30, 40 years. Oh, I did enjoy a good caning every now and then. But, well, I've been reduced to only kidnappings now. You know, they don't really look very favourably upon beating people anymore, which I suppose is understandable, though it was rather thrilling. Well, don't worry, we've got no rules like that in hell, so you can always sign up for a good caning as punishment if you're interested. If you're into that kind of thing. Me, not so much. I was always better at dishing out the punishments than taking them. You know, well, if you think about it, I might look a little bit scary and be sort of, well, I have been referred to as the Christmas devil or demon, but I think that's rather unfair, don't you? Can't a goat lady catch a break anytime? Besides, I punish those who have been bad. So, in a way, doesn't that make me good? Huh? There's something to keep you thinking about. After all, if old Saint Nick is the one that's telling me what to do, and Saint Nick's telling me to beat all the people that have been bad, then surely I'm one of the good guys. Besides, I only take pleasure in caning the very bad ones. Oh, let's get you nice and comfy. Oh, stop struggling. You know you're not going to be able to resist. After all, look at how soft and plush the inside of this sack is. Oof, gorgeous. You know, I'd love to have a sleep in there myself. But instead, I'm going to have to lug you all the way back to hell with me. Really, you should be thanking me. After all, I could always make you walk. But human legs are so slow, aren't they? Besides, I'm not sure you'd make it past all the fire and brimstone. Quite fragile creatures, you humans, aren't you? Don't worry, I'll take care of you when we get back. Really, hell's not that bad of a place. At least it's not boring. Alrighty. Besides, it's not like I kidnap many people every year. The police and, well, law enforcement would get suspicious. I am only allowed to kidnap a select few every Christmas time. And lucky for you, you're one of them. Now, that's it. Get comfortable in there. Poor thing. There we are, that's better. Oh, you look so cute and cozy in there. Ready to have a nice big sleep, I bet. All you have to do is close your eyes and drift off, and you'll be in hell before you know it. You really are sweet, aren't you? Are you sure you've been naughty this year? You don't seem like my usual type. What was your name again? Right, let me see. How do you spell that? And your last name? Alright, well the name checks out. Where were you born? Yes. Well, I seem to have the right person. What's your date of birth again? Right, yes. You must have been up to some naughty things, weren't you? But just to be sure, when we get to hell, I'll go through our files and double check that you're supposed to be here. Curious. Don't worry, you won't have any canings or punishments or anything like that. Not until I've done the proper checks to make sure you're in the right place. And if you have been, unfortunately, kidnapped by mistake, well, you will be handsomely compensated. Oh, you look so comfy in there, really. Don't worry, everything's going to be fine. You are going to be fine. I might look scary, but I'm actually a very good hostess. Just relax. You are too cute, you know that. Don't worry, I'll look after you. You know, I feel like perhaps Saint Nick's made a bit of a mistake having me kidnap you. Something just doesn't check out. You are far too lovely to be on the naughty list. I'm going to have to see. I'll talk to my higher-ups when we get back to hell, so don't worry, I'm sure we'll sort all this out. Between you and me, old Saint Nick, he's, well, grown rather senile in past years. Well, I mean, he has been doing this for a long time, hasn't he? So, I suppose it's about time then maybe you retired. Poor thing. You're not cold in there, are you? Good. I'll make sure you're nice and comfortable and cozy all the way back to hell. You know, you're rather nice compared to my usual companions. A lot less screaming coming from you than the others. Don't worry, we'll have this all sorted out. And, well, if it's not a mistake and you are meant to be given back to hell, then, well, I think maybe you and I could have some fun. We've got lots of lovely punishments in hell, you know. I'll have to go through your file and find something appropriate. But let's wait until we get back for that. After all, it would not be right for me to punish someone if they were wrongfully put on the naughty list. Oh, Saint Nick, what has he gotten himself into? Makes me wonder, really, if all those people I kidnapped before were meant to be there. I'm sure they were. They were rather awful. Not at all like you. You are just lovely. So lovely. You let me tuck you in now, and I'll carry you off and bring you with me to hell. How does that sound? It'll be fun. Besides, I'm sure you'll get out of there soon enough. I have a feeling Saint Nick might have messed this one up, for which I do apologize. But I can't let you go until I've confirmed my suspicions. So, I will just wrap you up nice and snug in there, in this lovely, soft kidnapping sack. Fortunately, I don't have any other more comfortable accommodations at the moment. And I'll sling you over my back and we'll be on our way in no time. Poor thing. Just... that's it. You just close your eyes and relax for me, alright? I'm going to take excellent care of you. Don't worry. You'll be safe with me. The other demons are going to love you, I can tell. I bet they can't wait to get their claws on someone as sweet as you. Something that they can really sink their teeth into. But don't worry, I won't let that happen. You will be my special little prisoner. At least until we've sorted your paperwork out and hopefully gotten you released. But until then, you'll stay with me. I'll take excellent care of you, don't you worry. That's it. Lovely and tucked in. Oh, you are too lovely, you know that. Oh, how lucky am I to be able to spend my Christmas with you. Even if I did have to kidnap you, I suppose. But let's not worry about that. Oh, no. I think you and I are going to get along just fine. Just fine. Now, shh. No more struggling and screaming. I'll cart you off to hell, sling you over my shoulder and carry you all the way back home. Well, to my home. Who knows, maybe you like it in hell and you want to stay. Not that I've ever met anyone that left. Not that anyone's really allowed to leave. Anyway, you'll be fine. Trust me. You'll be absolutely fine. You just try to relax. Try to close your eyes and drift off to sleep. Alright? I'll carry you nice and safe and cozy. Do you think you can do that for me? You just behave in there for a little while, and then we'll sort all of this out. Don't worry. I'm sure you and I will have a very Merry Christmas indeed. Now, let me close this sack up so I can carry you back with me, alright? I'll see you in a little while. You try and stay comfortable. And if you need anything at all, you just ask. That's it. You just try to sleep. And I'll carry